I was thinking that since you told us that Dr. York Malachi Z is he's from another world, so and since he is a Negroid person, does that mean that there are Negroid extraterrestrials that are governing, or or I should phrase it this way, are there Negroid extraterrestrials that are monitoring our planet and our world?
Yes,
Okay, so, and their plan is to come and advance us. Am I correct?
they're already doing that because one is here advancing us by way of Wu-Sabat and this affirmation into information that you're supposed to be studying so that it will advance you. And we're doing
So,
these to advance by teaching the information as well.
so can you tell me, these Negroid beings that are monitoring us and our planet, do they have anything to do with the God of the Bible?
They are the beings that people have termed gods, but they were beings that, you see, religion, we keep saying that we predate religion. Religion is something that was devised to help discipline a hybrid creation known as the Adamites, to give them rules and guidance of what to do and what not to do. And we, as the original beings on this planet, had no need for religion because we are the reality of nature that became worshipped because of our abilities. And when somebody is advanced or highly intelligent by what they do, like when people today still try to study the Egyptian culture of the past, they try to study things like the pyramids and how they were built, what were they used for, what was the reason for them. They try to study the language that's written on the pyramids. What did they say? And they do the same when they go to, other ancient civilizations like the Sumerians and the cuneiform and Chinese. All of these came by way of the original beings that till this day people are trying to figure out why they did or do what they do. And they're like, who are their offspring? And we're telling you that you are an extraterrestrial of these Negroid beings. We are descendants of these beings. And one has come amongst us, telling us and giving us back our original knowledge, right? Of how we did all of these things and how we can regain and be these supreme beings that we are supposed to be after being, bamboozled and given religion and everything got turned back to front because you forgot who you were by way of spells that were cast on you 6,000 years ago, right? By these beings that had taken rulership for the last 6,000 years, or they were given rulership, shall I say. And now that time has expired. Now that amnesia or that forgetfulness, the ignorance of being on the sixth ether is being lifted. The spell is being lifted. So now you're starting to remember who you are. And the more information you get to explain things that no one else is able to explain, that religion cannot explain, you're getting to know that religion was really something that was devised to help these beings that were, grafted, and they didn't really have much knowledge or information, so they were given this. But now people are using religion as if that's the most important or highest information, but they can't break down and give you answers when you start to ask about who these gods are, where do they come from, where are you going when you cross over, or what people call when you die, and questions about the spiritual world, questions about death, questions about life and why you're here. All these questions, are being answered by way of Wu-Sabat. That's why we say, ask us anything, because you need to know the information. Is like having It's like having these phones, these devices, but you don't have no apps or no information to make the device function and be useful. So you are that device, but you don't have the apps or the information, and your programs that you're running are religion and these monotheistic religion or lesser information that is not making you operate at your optimal performance. Does that make sense?
So, yes, but so since these beings don't operate under the restriction of religion, so do they believe that everyone has the right to believe in their own philosophy?
That question is very, very confusing, and that's what we're talking about. Six ether forces. You don't have a need to believe if you know, because belief means like accepting something that you cannot prove or do not know. When you know something, you don't need to believe because you know. Knowledge is much more, important than belief. And beliefs, anybody can believe anything and have any opinion, but that's not the best information or way for you to live. So, yes, anybody has the choice to believe, but why believe when you can know?